Basically, yeah, it's kind of an extreme version of that. He's having a serious existential crisis, because he's trying to find his place in a world that he helped create, and he's starting to realize the ramifications of what he did. Because remember, he was instrumental in getting these machines to run themselves. Well, a really funny thing that they did that it baffles me today with how people program things now, but this was their interpretation. So what he did is he took the best lathe operator that existed. You guys ever seen a lathe work before? So it's basically like a spinning uh, thing of metal, and then it's spinning on a spindle so super fast, and then you take a cutting tool by hand and you can shape it like that. Like woodworkers do that a lot, but that's effectively how anything round made out of metal is made. You program them now. I've done that before, but you can do them by hand, and it's actually really fun to do. So what they did is they took the best manual lathe operator they could find in the country, and what they did is they recorded his movements in every possible conceivable way of different things he could make, and they basically recorded it to punch tape, so they made programs off of his movement. And then now he doesn't have a job because they don't need him anymore.
They are actually doing that now with, what is it? There's a concept of a robot in the kitchen where like you tell it what you want it to make, and
Okay.
they've made, or they've, what do? They recorded a chef's hand movement, so like chopping an onion. They put like cameras all over the place, like how he's holding it and like all this stuff, and like the speed and everything, and then they program that into the robot to do the exact same thing. Now again, my memory's kind of fuzzy, so I don't know if it was just like a concept, but I do remember seeing that before. Like again, probably on Reddit.
That's just Ratatouille, but it's a robot instead of a rat.
Oh, I didn't like that movie. I'm not gonna lie. I was not a fan of that movie. It was okay.
Why? Because of the rat?
No. I feel like it wasn't. What was it? It's Pixar that makes that, right? Pixar that makes those movies. Yeah,
I think that
like
one.
It wasn't Pixar's like best movie. The short though. Do you guys remember what the short was before the movie?
No, God, no.
Oh?
It was about aliens. it was what was it? The alien. We're getting way off topic. I'm sorry. The alien that it's like in practice to abduct people. It's like there's a big alien and like a tiny alien, and there's like all these switches, and the little alien is just like looking at all these switches, and he's like the big alien has like a clipboard, and he presses just a random one, and the dude like hits the wall. It's funny. I liked it. It was pretty good. But okay, back to your story. Enough about aliens. This is the last time I bring up aliens on this episode.
Basically, what happens?
We'll see.
Like I said, the seed is planted in his head that he needs to make a change, and in his head, what he decides that he needs to do is quit, because someone in his position to quit is literally like unheard of. No one does that.
That is up and weird.